story is different in terms of typically you'll see a team invent something maybe from scratch or whatnot, but it seems like uh you guys, and we'll talk about the whole licensing thing as we get off into it. Uh who met Joe Bingham, who obviously at least I'm assuming had the patent or invented the actual game Paddle Smash.
Yeah, so Scott and I were mulling around on different ideas that we wanted to pursue. Scott's a huge pickleball player, and pickleball is the fastest growing sport in North America. It's just exploding, and we didn't want to do just like another paddle or ball variation or net or apparel. I don't know. It just seemed like everyone was kind of doing the same thing, trying to reach onto that space. So we'd already kind of highlighted that something in the pickleball realm was something, we wanted to pursue. And shortly after having those conversations, Scott, who now lives out in Utah, was introduced to Joe Bingham, the inventor of Paddle Smash, through a mutual friend. And Joe is a dad of 7 kids, 6 of them boys. He's a structural engineer by trade, and the whole family used to love playing spike ball. Now the whole family is really into pickleball. And like a lot of people right now, pickleball courts are always crowded. They have to like wait in line. In his case, they were like 20 minutes away, the courts. So he was like, I want to come up with something that we can just play in the backyard. And he didn't have whatever it is, 25 grand to build his own pickleball court. So he's an engineer, as I mentioned, by trade. He's a tinkerer. He's got all the equipment in his garage or whatever, CNC machines and routers or whatever. And he created this prototype of what is now Paddle Smash, and play tested it again, tinkered around with it to kind of perfect what the dimension should be and the gameplay, but didn't really know what to do with it. And that's when Scott met him, and he was like, "Hey, what if Scott played it, loved it. I flew out. I played Joe's prototype. We took it to some local pickleball courts to check it out, try to get some people that we didn't know just to come play it. Kind of like an immediate, just you could see the reaction of like people were like, this is really cool. This is like, can I buy this? They're trying to buy the prototype. So
Really?
it gave us the confidence that like this is something we wanted to pursue. So in that scenario, there's a couple different ways you could skin the cat. Joe didn't want to be involved with the day-to-day operations of the business. He didn't have the skill set, let's just say, to kind of like
Okay.
build the business from there. And so Scott and I did a licensing agreement with him. So it's a royalty that he collects quarterly based on sales of the game. And that's the arrangement that we have with Joe. And so at the time, Joe did not have the patent on it, though. We
That's what
actually
I was gonna
applied.
ask about that.
Yeah, so we applied for that ourselves. Um, we are currently patent pending. We should find out here hopefully soon. We've got some favorable responses, based on like the early indications.
Okay.
And so that was kind of interesting because Joe was the inventor. We had to like he had like sign over the rights or something like that for us to be able to
Assignment.
secure the patent. Yeah, assignment exactly. Which was all in the up and up. And